Hello, Stargazers. I hope today has been kind to you. I have some cranberry and raspberry tea today, I think. And let's play some Palia. I think I'm just going to chat about the game a bit for those of you that aren't so familiar with it, because I figured with the Outwoods expansion, a lot of people will be playing for the first time or coming back. And I have played Palia since the alpha. You could not tell looking at my plot. It's a state of chaos right now, so we're not going to be here too long. But I thought I'd talk about the features, what I enjoy, what I maybe take issue with a teeny bit. Some more of a teeny bit. Yeah. If you are unaware, Palia is a cozy MMO. It is all PvE fun times. It has cooking, it has mining, it has crafting, it has decorating. There's a big focus on decorating. And one of the things that I personally take issue with and that I'm sure would be a positive to others is that for a while all the updates were only decorating and it took a while for us to get more story stuff, because there is story to this. I love the story for this. This is why I'm invested in. I love the lore and the characters, and some of the writing is really good. So it did pain me a bit when that took a backseat, but with the Elder expansion I have been treated to more, which I'm excited for. I will, however, avoid going story spoilers here, as I do with most of my more talky reviewy videos, just because I don't want to spoil things for people, especially if people are looking to join the game for the first time. All I will say is the very opening of the game, humans are reintroduced to this world that has not seen any in, I can't remember, like a long time. Humans haven't been a thing, and suddenly we're all here. So it's partially them talking about like how we got here. There's magic, but it's not, it's forbidden, and only some seem to have, I don't want to say too much. But it's a really interesting world with some really interesting characters. You can romance a lot of them. Not only that, but their romances have their own quests and plots. I fully admit I have romanced every character possible, purely because I wanted more quests and story since there was a lack of it for a while. I really, really like story. I like the purpose it gives me, and I like getting to know the characters better. I don't like every character I've romanced, and I kind of wish I could break up with them, but oh well. And there's some it feels kind of gross to romance when you've romanced other ones. Oh well. It's too late for me now. You don't have to do that. There is no pressure to do that. I know a lot of people that haven't even really touched the quests in this game, though there are a whole bunch. There are obviously the plot quests, the main story, the Elderwood story now as well. We have the characters' individual relationship milestone quests. So as you see, ooh, wrong button. I haven't played in a bit, so I'm also interested in the things. If you go into relationships, let's grab Einar. You have their friendship quests, which for some people goes up to level 5, for some people only goes to level 4. And then their relationship quests. And there is quite the cast. I appreciate the diversity of the romanceable characters. For example, you can romance some older characters, which is nice. Like you get Hidari and Sabira. There's also a robot, if that is something you like. He's trying. I know it's a sweetie. Probably wouldn't romance him, not for the quest, but you know, he exists as an option. So there are these contained stories and narratives and relationships with characters. Don't worry if you haven't got a relationship with a character, and every person does. If you're partying with someone, which is a big thing, Palia really encourages playing with other people. You get buffs if you are partied, and if you want to add me and hang out with someone, you're more than welcome to. I can't promise I will agree to play every time, but yeah, do love some Palia partying. You can cook together. If people cook together, then everyone gets what's made from it. I'm sorry if this is all repeat information for those who already know, but I hope you're just enjoying playing along with this in the background. I don't know why I cook so many soy. I didn't need to do that. It's fine. The perks of talking whilst I go. I was very aware in my Hello Kitty video. Ooh, star quality. So the fun thing about star quality things, I put these out as examples, is you can put them down as furniture. You can't put basic ones down. But yeah. Oh, this is my kitchen. Some recipes need multiple ovens, and obviously it's easier for if you're doing multiplayer cooking if everyone can access things. I'm not going to do a house tour because my plot is, as I said, in chaos. But you can make jams and sell them. I've just got a lot of stuff here. Don't look. I can do a house tour when everything's set up if people care. If not, that's okay too. I know in the premium store there are options to buy other landscapes essentially for your house, like places for it to be. The premium store is a feature we'll talk about more later, because that's where a lot of my mixed feelings about this game come from. But overall, I do have a lot of love for Palia, and I want to love Palia. These are my pods. You're welcome to trade any repeats with me, because again, big focus on just working with people and being nice to other people, which is something I personally really enjoy for obvious reasons. I am all about games where it just brings you joy. The art is so lovely. I love the loading screen art. There is hunting. That's the closest thing to combat this game has, but it's not like they give you narrative reasons for doing it. If you're someone like me that feels really bad about it, where it's like, oh, the chappers, they are an invasive species, or there'll be like overpopulation problems or whatever. So that puts my mind at ease a bit. But there's no fighting other players. It is purely collaborative. But also you don't have to worry about resources much. Like the resources all regenerate, and if you're playing with someone else, you both get things if you do something. That's a great way to word it. So say if I were to mine this rock over here, and I was in, whether I'm in a party or not, someone else can still come and mine this rock. But if they're in my party already, then they can just pick it up without having to mine it. Yeah, which is neat. I like that. Here we have Hecla. The villagers all have their own schedules, so they do walk about and go to different places at different times of the day. It's not just there wherever the quest is, which I like. It adds a vibrance to the world. I wish they had slightly more varied ones, but also I understand that's asking a lot, and it's good to be able to know where to find them. Whenever you're unsure, there is the map. It does show where everyone is every time. And even if a villager is sleeping, that does not prevent you from talking to them. I should work out who I want to go bother. I believe Wrath is here. I can't remember if he sleeps upstairs or downstairs. Hi, Ashura. That's Sabira. Who you won't meet immediately. Nope, I think he's downstairs. Wrath! I should know this. I'm literally wearing his pin, which is something you get when you're over simple enough. I'm currently wearing Hassian and Wrath's. That people will comment on your relationship with the people you wear pins for. I have a lot of pins. Hi, Wrath. Let's chat through the door.
I missed you.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna skip through this because I just realized he's gonna do spoilers. I'm sorry. I didn't think about it. Anyway, you can talk to people through doors, and you can talk to people if they're asleep. It's not like you lose access to them. So if you have a quest you want to turn in or a relationship you want to build, you don't have to stick purely to the time of day. There is a day-night cycle at, I think it's 6 a.m. Your crops will grow or go to the next stage in their watering cycle. The crop system is really interesting in that everything has a perk. I should have gone over this in the plot, but that's okay. We can go back. Maybe we'll head to the Elderwoods whilst we're here. There is fishing. I have the worst luck with it, but also I just have really awful luck. Any game where RNG is a factor, I'm gonna struggle a bit. And sadly with Palia, this is a real thing, where they introduce plushie drops. So if you hunt, then you have a chance that the things you hunt will drop plushies. And obviously, as a cuddly toy collector, like there's a Miffy here. I really want all the plushies, but I just have the worst luck. And no matter what I do, no such luck. You can also get them for bug catching, because that's also a thing. The bug catching system is kind of like, I guess, like throwing a Pokeball. Like you just kind of aim and just spam them until it works, basically. It's not overly complicated. You have various tools. They all need repairing but can be upgraded. And if they break, they reduce tiers, so you just recraft them at the level they were. I'm pretty good at keeping mine topped up. If he's wondering, no. But if I go here, you can see, ignore that my plot's currently chaos. I'm currently having to grow a new thing for a quest, and I haven't worked out how I want to rearrange it to fit, but if you examine, you can see that these give harvest boosts, these up water retention, so you don't have to water the pots every time, and they will give a thing to an adjacent thing, but you can't have two of the same thing next to each other and get the buffs. It's a little complicated. A lot of it is learned through play, but also there are great sites out there where people will share their pre-made plans. Yeah. This is a machine for crafting planks. We've got smelting for crafting, glass, fabrics, all that stuff. This one's glass. I pressed the wrong one. It's fine. And you can recolor things, but they do have set color palettes. I admit I don't love all of the options, but that's okay. I'm just gonna pick like a default thing to show you. I think sometimes in here they look like a color I'd like, and then I put them in person and I don't love it so much, but that's okay. There are some lovely designs and French pieces. If I go to crafting, I can probably show you some of the sets. So they have a good range of styles if that is a concern for you when decorating. I say, unable to scroll out of this one. There is this set which you can get through Rummage Piles, the cozy set. You can't really see what they look like until you make them so much here. You got the Dragontide set, Emberborn set. I just got to just scroll and you get the idea. There's a good variety, so if you are a decorator, you will have a good time. And also, if you don't want to craft them, you don't have to. One of the shops we ran past was, in fact, a furniture shop run by Tish. She's very lovely, and she sells furniture, so you can just buy it for gold instead of having to actually craft one. I just like to craft resources. We're gonna know that. For those that don't know, there is a way to cut through to Bahari Bay through up here, so which is what we're gonna do, because I do want to go walk around the Elderwoods and just have a look and a chat. I'm trying to think what features I haven't spoken about. I will definitely say Palia is a very grindy game. If you're not someone that enjoys that kind of gameplay cycle, that's absolutely understandable, especially given that there is only so much story content currently. Obviously, if you're coming in fresh, that's a lot more. Ooh, hello? Did the Palia might have crashed? That's a new one. Oopsie. Hello? Well. Ha! I guess that is something to be aware of with the update. Okay. Well, I don't quite know what to do. I will say they've said for a future patch we'll get animal husbandry, talking about farming and stuff. Hello, Palia, let me in. At least it loads up again quick. Let's restart. Look at this. This is a glimpse at the Elderwoods, which is the new area for the new expansion, which adds a whole bunch of new fish to catch, forageables, things. It's gonna be really awkward if it's down now. Palia, please? It's fine. This is just my luck. I go to record and everything breaks. Where are we? Oh, we're in Bahari Bay. There are achievements. There are weekly ones, which give you a kind of currency you can trade in for special furniture and things. There are just overall achievements. I'm trying not to do spoilers, so I don't want to go too much into it. There is a big focus on community. I'm actually tempted to make a community, so if that's something you'd be of interest in joining, absolutely, we could do like a Stargazers community. That would be really cute. So that's an option. I'm not gonna look at my quests. This is the map for the current area. Not too many people live here. There's really just 4 characters that reside in this area, but there's a ton to find. You'll find chests dotted around that have little loot in them. There are rummage piles, which are here. They just look like a pile of things with like a flag in. I don't remember if I found today's already. But if you go along the shoreline, you'll find like just a little flagpole sticking up, and if you collect that every day, every real life day, that's not an in-game day thing, then you have a chance to get one of that set I showed before. Not the cozy one, that's for Kilmer village that has its own rummage pile, which tends to be on like the cliffs around the farm area. But here you get like a more beachy coastal set, which makes sense. The different enemy types all have different enemies. Feels mean. What can I call you? All the little animals have different quirks. So like these guys obviously just run away, but also if you find the magic one of these, they can split into 3 because there are like legendary versions of each of them. I couldn't tell you what they're actually called because I have renamed all of them in true me fashion. But yeah, those big wolfy ones, when they run into a tree, if you cut down a tree, they'll come back out. So don't worry about losing them properly. There are temples, which are part of a story quest, but also there are temple bundles, which are themed after each of... Are they themed after each of... No. If you like Stardew style bundles, those are also an aspect of the gameplay, and there are rewards for completing them, and they will want a certain kind of fish, like 4 of a certain kind of fish, like rare fish for a certain area, or a rare recipe, or... I'm trying to remember what's in the bundles, completing so long ago. This is a rare animal. A lot of people do call outs, so as you can see in the map, we have coordinates, so you can kind of call out where you are, which is neat. Or some people, if you aren't comfortable using the chat system, then some people get the... Have I got a flare on me? I've got some fireworks. I don't have a flare on me. We'll get flares and just like it will just shoot up in the air and show you where a thing is if you want to get pinched to it. Say for example, there was a grove of flow trees, which is like a rare kind of tree. Yeah. I'm trying to think of all the things to cover. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not very well. So I thought this is not my original planned video, but I wanted to get on Palia and just hang out. And I thought whilst I was here, maybe I could introduce Palia to some other people that might enjoy it. It is by no means a perfect game. I'm happy to see it continue to grow and get updates that aren't just additions to the Prime store, because that is one of the problems I have. It felt like for a time, unless it was a decorating thing, every update was just introducing more outfits to the Prime store, which does exist, and they do push really hard. They have introduced a new gameplay feature associated with pets if you get far enough into the new story. I haven't reached it yet. There's right up the outfits they put a lot of work into, like they are clearly very detailed, and some of them have little effects and things, but also the pricing is a lot. Like let's take an outfit for example. What's an outfit with like a fun effect? Okay, let's go for the Sylph one. 2,550, yeah? So, you're paying at least 20 real life pounds for that. More like 30, if we're being honest. And that's a lot for a singular in-game outfit. A Sims pack is not that, like, that has a lot more going on, is not that much. So I can't say I love the pricing. I know they have recently introduced a kind of login pass thing where you get set amount every day login if you buy this pass, much like many other games have, like Nikki and all that. But it feels a little too late for me. I'm not saying I've never bought things from the Prime store in an attempt to, you know, help support the game, because I do love it and I want to see it do well. Like this outfit I bought very early on. I've only ever bought 2 outfits. Whether that will change, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm against microtransactions in games entirely. Like, I own a lot of Sims packs. I can't say anything. I do own this outfit. I do like to support the developers in the game and see the games do well, so they'll keep adding them. I think the bit where it felt a bit gross to me, aside from the price, was it kind of felt for a while that every update they were adding... Oh, look, someone's called out a grove. Just a new Prime store outfit and more things to just keep people playing without actually adding to the game. Like, there was a good period of time where every update was, there's a new plushie that can drop as a very rare chance from hunting or whatever, and I don't feel like that really adds much to the gameplay for me personally. Obviously, a lot of collectors love that kind of thing, but it just felt a little gross to be like, yeah, we haven't had a new story update in over 6 months, but here, keep playing a ton for the tiny chance you can get this cuddly toy. I understand needing to keep the players playing, and I do like the plushies and the idea of them. It just, I think the reason it put in a particularly poor taste in my mouth was they had a lot of layoffs. And then right after they were announcing more premium store editions and not really more gameplay. And I believe the creative director, or it was some big role who put a lot of love and work and made the game what it was, and was kind of a role that makes a big difference, was among those let go. And that raised some concerns for me. The Elder Woods expansion is the first major expansion since all that, which is why I am giving it a good go and hoping it rekindles my love for this game, because I do want to love it. I have played since alpha. I have put a lot of time into it. I love playing with my friends. I think it's great for a lot of reasons, because it is nice to have something in this space that is just a cozy MMO. It's not like you're competing with other players. It very much encourages working together, which I really like. I've played a fair few MMOs in my time, but as someone that's very anxious, I don't want to play against other people, or like oh, I don't want to take this loot because then no one else can have it, etc. It's nice that that's not a concern here. And it's really fun to do things with friends. I love getting on Palia with my friends and running around and all doing something together, or doing our own thing and just running into each other. It's a lot of fun. This new area is absolutely gorgeous, and it is massive. Like, this is so big. Oh, I didn't know Sifu came here. I don't want to spoil too much, but also if you have the quest and you're looking for the stables, I did find them all. Here they are. This area is so very me. It is a purple magical forest. I mean, yes. I'm so in. And the new creatures for this area I think are adorable. I haven't actually managed to bring myself to shoot one yet, because I just think they're so cute. It's also the first one to kind of not fight back, but they do actually throw something at you for the first time. Look at this. It's just so pretty. Oh. That was probably one of those little mushroom guys. I was trying to show you one. This is an infected one. Don't want to talk too much about that, because story stuff. But I can definitely see the work and love that's gone into this area, which gives me hope again for the game. I'm not super far into story stuff, which I guess I'm just hoping there's a lot of it. If I run out really fast, I'm going to be really sad, because it's been so long to wait since we have had more story stuff. There is a new character that's come with this expansion. I won't say more than that. Yeah, it's... I can see the potential for this. Like, having a whole new area of the map is massive. And it is a massive one, with its own crafting set, with its own fish, its own bugs, its own creatures. And it's so much fun to navigate, even though I do get horribly lost every single time. So I'm hoping this is a real positive change in the right direction for me or Palia. Like I said, it's not like they've ever... They stopped updating it. It's just all the updates were very decorating focused, and that wasn't why I play this game. It was either decorating or tiny RNG things, which I don't do. Look at these guys! Sorry. This just slows you down. Don't worry about stepping in it or getting set. Like, nothing does damage to you. You can jump from the highest point of the map and be absolutely fine, which is a good thing for someone that takes a lot of fall damage. This bar in the top left, I should probably spoke about, is your focus bar. So you get more XP if you have that filled, which is what cooking is for. If you eat, then you up your focus, and if you up your focus, then you get more XP, and if you get more XP, you level up stuff. For different level up milestones, you unlock different things. Yeah. Lots to think about. Lots happening. That despawned. This is Palia. Oop. Should I give an example of the fishing? I'm trying to think what to show. What to talk about. What else don't I like about this game? Because I do want to talk about that stuff too. Really, it's mostly the microtransaction side of things and the layoffs and things that have me a little concerned, along with the low chance RNG and no other edition updates. I don't know. My hope is they spent all that time working on this expansion and it is going to be so incredible. I have no doubts or regrets, but I'll keep you updated. But if you're looking for a cozy MMO and a place to hang out with friends and just kind of run around and do stuff as you chat or watch something, this is perfect for that. And if you're really into decorating, you're gonna have such a great time. There are so many options, and you can arrange things in such cool and unique ways. I've been seeing some really impressive plots people have done. I will warn you, don't get a courtyard if you want your house to be symmetrical. And don't buy a second courtyard if you think that's gonna help. Oh look, it's never a player. Bye! Yeah, I'm just ready to space for Pecula. If you're looking at Abney. If you can see at the top left, it's still. As in the fishing. Oh, I should probably explain what I'm doing. You just kind of throw it out there, wait till something bites, and then you've got to try and keep it within that space. Whether that is with your mouse or controller, because this game is on Switch. It's on Xbox S. I don't know my Xboxes that well. It's on PlayStation 5, and it's also on PC. I know it's on Steam. I don't remember if it's on Epic. It did have its own launcher too, which I used for a long time, but I don't know if they still maintain that. And it is cross-platform and cross-progression, so if you have a friend that doesn't have a PC, or you don't have one, you can still play with them. The graphics aren't as great on Switch. By which I mean they're just not great, but it's still playable and enjoyable. It takes a lot longer to update for. I love you guys. I really needed that fish, and I haven't been able to catch it anywhere. Oh, a potato. It's a really immersive world, and that's something I really appreciate it for. Like, everything feels like it fits into this space they've crafted, and the lore isn't afraid to go really in depth. And also to get a little bit dark sometimes. I will forewarn, as lovely and sweet and cute and cozy as it is, there is underlying talk of war and basically apocalyptic situation, but that was a long time ago. We're in the past. We're fine now. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say more than that. I'm trying to think how to forewarn you before without saying story stuff. You can climb up stuff. That wasn't clear. You can glide, you can jump. What have I not shown? What have I not talked about? Mining. So the characters in Mouse over here, you want to go to them when you level up or get those tokens to redeem for fun little prizes, whether that be furniture or over recipes or things like that. Ref does the cooking, Einar fishing, Hassian hunting, Honey bug catching, Shura foraging, and Tish furniture making. Those are all the skills you can level up in. Yeah. You have reputation, which you do want to redeem. You can upgrade your plot to expand it, give yourself more space to decorate in, but you can also do it to upgrade your... Ooh, someone just chopped down that tree. Your focus bar, which is the thing in the top left I spoke about, which you need for the extra XP. I just want to hang out a little bit. Ooh. The better your upgrades for things like your axe, obviously the more things you can cut down and the easier it is to cut things down. That little number is the amount of XP I've just gained. There is also a system where, oop, wrong button, you can fulfill requests. So if you are needing an item, as long as you've had it before, you can request it, and other players can fulfill those requests. There's a party system. You can add friends, obviously. You can see who's offline, who's on. You can see who's on your current server, who's in your community. Like I said, we might start one of those. Trying to think what else. What else need talking about? I said the achievements. There's a whole home tour system. So if you're someone that's really decorating and showing off your home, you can do that and be rewarded for it. There are multiple collection-y things, including now stickers, which are kind of like little emotes. They're collectible ones, and you can trade with other people for the ones that you want and don't have. There are some in the premium store. There's a bunch of pets, which are all super precious. I may end up with more pets at some point. You know, they do tool skins and nameplates. All of them, however, are in the premium store. So that is something to be aware of. There's still plenty to enjoy and do in the game without spending money. There is no gameplay locked behind the premium store, apart from maybe some new feature with pets, but I believe they're giving us a free pet for once to accompany that. So that's kind of why the premium store is a weird thing to talk about, because it's not like if you don't spend money on the game, your experience with the game changes. It's just so expensive for what is in the premium store, and they definitely put a lot more focus on it sometimes than it feels on other things. Oh, that one's affected. Can't do anything with that. People are really helpful. If you have a question, put it in the chat. Someone is probably going to answer. And if there's any questions you have that I didn't answer, I'd be happy to answer them below. If you're looking to play the game and haven't before, I'll also put my referral code in the description. You don't have to use it. It just means that I will get a new cuddly toy, which obviously I want, and you'll get a little fruit basket for your plot, I believe. I've introduced a lot of people to this game and they've all really enjoyed it. I hope you will too if you pick it up, but also I understand that it's not for everyone. I will say, if you're someone that's worried about the social aspect of it, you don't have to play with other people. You can very much just do your own thing, and that's fine. Or if you want to communicate non-verbally, like I often do, because sometimes anxiety and energy are, with the flares and things, if there is something you want to shout out, you can do that without having to actually do so. You can very much play this game your way and enjoy it as a solo experience with its own story and stuff, and just see people running around the world and just get on with your day. It's fine. You don't have to interact. There's also, obviously, the emotes, she says, forgetting where they are. There's one. How do I... There's my emote wheel. So you can kind of just communicate that way if you want. And that's absolutely fine. I've never seen anyone try and harass someone else into talking, which I have experienced number MMOs. It was not fun. It's a really pretty game with a really fun... There's a character for everyone. If you're worried about like the romance, not only are they diverse in like age, they're also quite diverse in terms of personality. So if you're interested in the romance aspect, that's a perk. And like I said, you can romance everyone at the same time. I don't feel great about it, alas, but I've done it because I wanted stories. I'm sorry. And we've had 2 new characters added since the start of the game, so there will be more to come too. So don't worry about these being the ones with me. And there's been mention of others, though we haven't met them yet, so I'm sure that they will come up too. There is trading with other players, so you can trade collectibles, you can trade artifacts, which are a thing that they've introduced in this latest update. You can trade stickers. Plushies, those little pods I had in my plot, those are tradable. I hope this has helped. It's been a very informal, but hopefully somewhat educational introduction to Palia. I just thought we'd have a little chat. Not the video I was gonna do, but if I'm nonetheless. Look at how these little guys run. Okay. No, I want you to do a little waddle. I guess that's the other ones. They get up on their legs and they just kind of run, and it's adorable. Sorry, I'll stop chasing you. Yeah. But this is the Elderwoods. It's got so much to explore and so much new stuff that I haven't even scratched the surface of. With it, they added makeup and some more hair options and outfit options that are free, which was great. Yeah. I mean, if I look here, can I see some of the new stuff? No. It's recommended to complete region place before engaging an Elderwood story. So that is something to note. If you are not that far in the story, or if you're just picking up the game, maybe do that first. I couldn't tell you how far that is in, but it also sounds like you don't have to do it to access the area based on the fact it says recommended. It's a compelling narrative. I hope we get more frequent updates too. I hope that there's a good chunk of story to this update. That's what I want. I want more story. I want more purpose. I like the passive grind. I'm not really an active grindy person. But I can still enjoy the game. So if that's a concern for you, then that's okay. It's okay to just like... I know other people that haven't even touched story, as I said, but I also know people that have just gone really focused into one skill. We don't really interact with anything else, and that's fine too. Any form of gameplay is really valid. Like your playstyle... I think your playstyle is always valid, however you play any game, because it's whatever brings you joy. But it's not like the game punishes you so much for not really investing in certain areas. I know people that haven't even met some characters, haven't even spoken with others. They have just no relationship with any villager. And that's fine. You don't have to. They're just there as options, and if you're someone that does enjoy those aspects, they are there. What? And they do talk about each other and about events. As you saw in Ref, when I had to quickly run away. I was like, don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. It's okay. So if you comment on... They both comment on things, which I really like. It adds to the feeling that this is a living world and setting, and these characters do have more to them. But I think that's all I really have to tell you. There's probably something really obvious I'm forgetting, or like, but as I said, if you have any questions, ask away. You can teleport around at those stables. You can also just return a housing plot once every half an hour, so if you have a full inventory, don't have to worry about that. Hello? Fine. I don't normally encounter these issues, but also the update is fresh, so I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt and say this will be fine. This is not normal. Hopefully it won't be normal for long. I swear I don't normally encounter these kind of crashes. Welcome to Palia. If you want to join me on my Palian adventure, feel free to. I would love to add you as a friend and run around, just do whatever. I'm happy to help if you need help with things, whether that be you need to gather some resources for a quest, or you don't know where to find something or someone. I can help. There's also the tour board where you can go see people's homes that they're showing. Yeah. So much to do, so much to see. You can spend hours in this game and still come away with it wanting to play more, which I really appreciate. But also, you can just get on, do your dailies, and hop off, and that's okay too. Play how you want to play. Play if you want to play. And maybe I'll see you in the game soon. I'm gonna go drink my tea. If the stars are out looking for me, have a wonderful rest of your day, night, whatever time zone it is for you. Blah, 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 blah. If you need to eat, drink, take your meds, just a reminder to do so. If you want to do the like, subscribe, YouTube stuff, if I just move to this scene, you can't see my face and then you can't see my blush. I'd really appreciate it. Comment, whatever. Whether have you been playing the update? If so, I doubt you sat through this whole video because I was mostly talking about new player things, but that's okay. If you have, thank you. If you are considering picking Palia up, let me know. I would love to hear about who's coming to this game for the first time, because it is still in beta, but it's been in beta for a long while now. I look forward to seeing what the future holds. I'm down to do more Palia content if people show an interest in it. Like maybe a plot tour, maybe just me hanging out with some people, maybe touring community houses could be fun. Should I make a Palia community? So many questions. You don't have to answer them, but they are there as options. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.